Hey, what's up everyone? In this video, I'm going to show you how to begin teaching your dog to pay attention to you when they are distracted by something else in the environment. I'd like to start off by introducing Sunny here. He is our new dog. We've had him for a couple months. My wife Corday found him on the side of the road and he found his owner and he said that he didn't want Sunny anymore. Also found out he'd been to multiple homes and I think they missed out on a really fantastic dog. He's a little rough around the edges, but nothing that can't be fixed. So one of the first things that I like to teach any of my new dogs is how to pay attention to me. And I do this in the early stages by teaching them with food rewards. So I'm going to show you how this process works, and it's going to be an exercise that you can begin practicing with your own dog. First thing that I do is I just have some cheese that's cut up in my pocket. I want to get Sunny interested in the cheese. And I want to hold this cheese out in front of him, and then I'm going to wait for him to look up at me. Good. As soon as he does that, I say the word good, and then I feed him. It doesn't matter what word you say, but it does matter that you are consistent, because we call this a marker. The method that I'm using is called capturing. So if you were doing clicker training, you could click. You could also use the word yes. It doesn't matter. As long as you're consistent, you can work it out. So show that again. Take the food, put it out to the side, wait for the dog to look at you, good, and feed. Now a lot of dogs will sit there and hold their gaze on the food in your hand. If your dog does this, you can prompt them. And a prompt is just making some type of noise with your mouth. So it may look something like this. Put the food out. Good. Okay, so that just helps your dogs, it helps speed up the process. But you want to fade that prompt as quick as possible. Now I'm not adding a command or anything at this point. Later on I may add watch me in. But what I want right now is for Sunny to just default to this. If he has a question about how he should get something, look at me. So that's the concept that I'm working on instilling. Put the food out. Good. As soon as he looks at me, I give him the food. Now, as the dog gets better with this, I start to change it up a little bit. One way that you can change it is taking your food and putting it in both hands, raising it out. Good. As soon as the dog looks at you, good, and feed. Same as always. Good. Now in the early stages, you're going to be marking it and feeding it as soon as the dog looks at you. As you progress, you may want your dog to hold that gaze for longer periods. But in the initial phases, as soon as your dog looks at you, say good and feed your dog. Now the next step, to make it a little bit more difficult, is we actually take the food and we put it on the ground. And this is why I have the leash attached. So, take some cheese, toss it on the ground, and I'm waiting for Sunny. Good. Turn around and look at me. Toss some cheese on the ground. Good. And you can also release them to the food. Okay, so this is a very powerful concept that you can instill in your dog. Because a lot of times what owners have difficulty with their own dogs is the dog sees something out in the environment. Maybe it's another dog walking down the street. The dog wants to go and interact with the dog, and they can't because of the leash, so they start barking or getting really upset. If you can teach your dog to learn to pay attention to you and look at you when they want something, you're going to be able to manage your dog a whole lot easier. Another practical exercise, another practical use for this command is doing wait when you let your dog out of the car. For instance, if you pull up at a dog park and your dog's really excited about getting into the dog park, if you can teach your dog to look at you before you let them out of the car, it's going to calm them down considerably. So again, let me show you this exercise. I don't say leave it or anything. I just want my dog to learn to, when they can't access something, look at me. Good, okay. Okay, pretty simple, but it's a very powerful concept. So go ahead and start practicing these exercises with your dog, and I will see you in another lesson.